ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
And there we go. So, hello and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon. I played this on my channel already a long time ago, but back in the day this game was in the early access, very much in the very early stages, so there's definitely been changes and of course additional dungeons that never were even around at the time when I did play this. I did try this a little bit now just to make sure that everything works, and but I never went outside their locations that I went previously, as in it was the Warrens and the Weald or something like that, the few places, and definitely didn't go and try to fight again against the apprentice necromancer or anything of the sort. So I don't know if they've at all changed, probably not. But anyways, I don't remember how my fights at the time did exactly go against those guys, so yeah, definitely no idea about those. So, let's just go and begin. Click the letter to begin. So, I think I'll be taking everything else. I don't remember exactly what these are, but other than, I guess these are at least classes and, well, all of these are classes and districts. Upgrade your hamlet by building all new structures in addition to the original buildings. I don't know about those at all, and I don't actually remember. Okay, so this adds the farmstead region or something like that. So, fine enough, but I think this is the one that this recommended not for the first time, and considering I've never played this and haven't played a lot of this game without the Crimson Cord, I think it's fine for me to just not take that on at the moment. And Radiant is of course the easiest, while still challenging, so on and forth. I think I'll go with the Darkest. Stygian seems a little bit... it's not like this isn't already a difficult game, so Darkest I think is fine. So normal campaigns are the original setting for the game. While there is no time limit to win, the campaign will be longer and more challenging than Radiant mode. So this apparently even has a time limit, so yeah, no. Not the best of stuff plans for me. So yeah, you can go with just the Darkest, I'd say. Well, actually, let's name it to the Let's Play nonetheless. And there we go. Let's start. Again, I will be reading some of the tutorials, but okay, first of all, not a cutscene. Traveling back home we are.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Yes. And his voice acting is obviously enough. All
So
the
steel
things.
yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
I will try to let him talk a lot of those things because the things that he talks and so on are awesome. And of course, if you have characters that you would like to be naming here, do let me know. I did ask already in my Discord previously that if people would like to be named and what characters. So I'm taking the first names from there for some of the characters, and I think the two characters that we're gonna be starting with in here, I will let them be with the names they are with, because they are the ones that anyways came to, well, they are the ones that you always start with. So I don't know if we'll see if we will be having them along. Maybe I will change their names later, but at least right now I won't be worrying about changing the names to anything else. I think that's fine. Fine as it is. But with the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Good. And we have here the Reynold, and I think his name was like with a D nonetheless. Map navigation. You are currently in the room. To move, click to another room on the map display. This will take you a connecting hallway. I'm not certain if I would need or should be reading all of that sort of advice though, considering, Dismas and Reynold. Considering I do nonetheless know, and I checked what there is, like this is the default party order if your party has been shuffled and stuff like that, easily to get that. So a lot of cool stuff, and of course the torch here, lots of things. Let's start
Brigands
moving.
have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
But yeah, these are tutorials that I already know completely. I won't read at least these simple ones. You can see it there yourself if you want for a moment.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
Yes.
That all may hear of your arrival.
And then combat is of course turn-based. And then all of these skills are very different, what you can use from which position and to which position, which is cool. All of that is very cool. Slice and dice, but we both dodged, so that's cool. Let's just stunning blow. If you don't kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
But you even killed him, so cool. So each item if you take, it will occupy space in your inventory, of course, and it would be nice to be always getting everything, but not always possible nonetheless, which is sad. And indeed there's different type of interactive objects. I don't remember everything, what should be used where, so I would like to be experimenting with those things so that I could be figuring out, okay, this for sure is a good thing in here, and so on and forth. You. Not that we have anything at the moment anyway, so
Leave nothing unchecked. There
yeah,
is much to be found in forgotten places.
we got some gold, and yes, very forgotten places.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
I did, from my earlier just playthrough, remember that I did like this. There is a little bit different, this nonetheless, than it used to be. It increases the damage and accuracy. I think those the critical was all something that was already back in the day, something that was up, but bypass stealth I didn't really know what it means. I did try, or I had a grave robber now shortly when like I said, I tried out how they work, so I now at least have some idea what that stealth actually means. But yeah, a lot that I didn't even remotely try, but just thought that it still was logical for me to at least, because I still had played already this game, so not everything is blind anyway, so. But there is a lot of new things, and I definitely don't remember all of these things anyways from back in the from the past, back into the future. Somehow that came into my mind. We got changed. Our placements got changed. Not the best of starts. Make him bleed if possible. I think that will be fine, even though you won't be able to do as much. Especially because I would like to kill this guy, but not exactly then possible, which is unfortunate. Should I do something like that? Kind of would just want to have you back into the right position so that maybe we could try to kill this guy first. Because I really don't want this guy here.
Nerves and panic.
Yes. Nerves and panic and dodge. God damn. God damn guy dodging. We can try to do the stunning blow, but I do even remember that this stun resistance is 50%, so there is a chance of doing it. You can see the resistance is here, but not that likely. Resisting. Not too surprising. Not too surprising, no. And we have no healer here, of course, with us at the moment, so... Sad times. Can you actually make this hit? Yes, you could, but he's still not dead. And they just... they really got quite a good start by pushing him into this spot and everything. Maybe you should do this, so maybe someone would try to attack you, but it doesn't actually say that you would be more likely attacked. So I guess I'll just try this if I can stun you. Yay, so at least you won't have one turn of when you would be able to attack, which is still a nice benefit. I could try to do this. You have 3 hit points. I should be doing 3 to 6 damage if I only hit. Of course, it's a good question if I will hit, but probably worth it. And then yeah, they leave the corpses into the ground, as in don't just immediately disappear, and they need to be destroyed if you want someone to come closer to you. Little bit of stress. Just kill him.
A victory.
Yay.
Perhaps the turning point.
Perhaps. Yay. And then we indeed completed the quest, and we can return to town whenever we wish. And we will in just a moment. It was in here. At least a lot of these simple things, at least I remembered from memory anyways. I'll open this even though I actually know that this isn't a good idea, because this is a bandit strapped chest. This is something that I did also remember that, yeah. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. Yeah, it's strapped. And then getting this, but it doesn't matter because we're going to town anyways. Yes, yay, treasures of different kinds. Nothing for Reynold here, but this must got something. Infirm, that's not cool. Minus 20% healing received is not a good one at all. So that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
How lovely. What if I wouldn't want to be bound to them? Oh, that's a different question. Reynold and Dismas successfully escorted you to the hamlet, and they are both apprentices. The ruins have now been unlocked, so that is of course the first location we need to go into. And quest goals: successfully complete your first foray into the ruins. That's gonna hopefully be easy enough. And then defeat the apprentice necromancer. Then all different sort of names that I don't even know about. Defeat all sort of creatures. and then indeed get help where you may. On any screen in the game, press the hold H to see contextual help for control in that mode. Gotcha. Should be okay though. And then just checking this through.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So in here we will be getting more story. This is indeed the part 1 House of Ruin and us traveling in here. So cool. And then we can try to be unlocking more more stories of what exactly happened to the fellow who actually invited us into here. Didn't read that yet. Of course it wasn't back in the day here.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Lovely. Sounds beautiful.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Highwayman only, 10% to trap disarm chance and +4 to dodge. But these are kind of expensive. Anyways, that's actually pretty nice. +40% to heal and receive, but it's also expensive. So, yeah, kind of would be cool, but what is this? No idea. There's also a jeweler. Didn't check this out at all either. The comet's crash has attracted an opportunist who specializes in otherworldly treasure. You can spend crystal shards earned at the farmstead here. You have to earn them exactly in that location to be able to do something here. Like I said, I didn't visit the farmstead for certainly, because why would I when I haven't been there? Increases the number of available trinkets and reduces the cost of trinkets purchased. At least this only use crests, which is okay, as they are the ones that you get the easiest from these. Then this is the only place anymore left for us to check.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So you'll need to recruit all of these heroes to fill out a party of 4. Drop and track them into your party. We will definitely
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
We will definitely get a plague doctor to our party, but I will think about also getting Hughes here still. But I'm also going to add someone here. Okay. This again isn't working immediately. I have to restart this quickly and I'll be right back. For some reason it doesn't automatically when I start the game. It doesn't immediately know that I'm writing the correct letters, but it's writing completely unrelated things. So I'll be right back with you. Alright, and we are back. So let's try this again. Can I do this? Yes. Kide. So if you just press Enter in the stagecoach area and write the name Kide. You can also add the character that I created, because I packed enough in the Kickstarter back in the day, so I created her from through there, so anyone can add her into their game if you wish to, if you still are playing this game at some point. So there is me. I added myself, who has all of these locked. So what I have is, of course, I am also a healer, because it's the same, the most fitting for me. I'm starting with Night Owl, so 2 + 2 to speed if torch is below 26, but I felt that this is also extremely fitting them, that because I'm so nocturnal, that -2 to speed if torch above 75, then also added Faded, as in chance to turn any miss into a hit. Otherwise, we are of course completely normal level character, no experiences and nothing of the like. I was also able to choose the skills that I would be starting with, and I have then Judgment, Divine Grace, Divine Comfort and Illumination, and from the camping skills the Encourage, Bless and Pray. Also, of course, I at least will add myself.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yes. And also, you can open this menu here, the trinket menu, and do basically the same thing as in... Yes. There is something more for me to do. I'll embark soon, game. So, if you click here, enter, and then write Lumihiutale, and then enter again, you can call a trinket that I also created into the game. So anyone can do that as well. So, because yeah, I packed the game. I originally planned to play this a long time ago. It is really a good, cool game that I thought that I would like to play a lot earlier. One of the main reasons that I didn't was back in the day that because I was supposed to get also physical rewards, that they didn't really deliver them as timely from my point of view, opinion, that I would have expected, specifically going for the DLC before actually getting those things even delivered. They have been delivered at this point, of course, but that's just the reason that I didn't really feel like starting to play it immediately at the time. But, so, Lumihiutale, which in Finnish means snowflake. So, in that sort of an item. So Kickstarter item that gives plus 20% to healing skills, plus 14% to virtue chance if torch below 26, less damage against humans as in minus 10%, minus 13% healing received if torch above 75. Just thought that that nocturnal theme fits me well enough. And then minus 4% scouting chance if torch below 26. That still makes sense well enough. So, that sort of an item. If I am just going to be using myself in here though, I don't think I want to. Let's have at least 5 battles without me using this trinket, because it is still a bit of an advantage. Overall, I guess having me here is slight advantage because I still was able to choose what I have, which is then known to me. But otherwise, she's just like anyone else. What about you? I do like these healers overall as characters, so in that sense I wouldn't mind having another one in our team. She's also a night owl. That's kind of funny. Is not allowed to visit the Protol for reasons best left to discretion. And then flagellate. In town will only flagellate for stress relief. I guess that's the reason why she's not allowed into a Protol at all. I guess we could take her too, because I wouldn't mind having another healer with us. And maybe I will even start playing with her first before taking myself.
Battle, pious and unrelenting.
And that is a good idea to upgrade this, I think, so that there will be one more hero always available here for us to possibly
Great
get.
Heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
So yeah, I think that I will take all of these 4 first into a journey rather than myself. I am kind of wondering if I should be naming this Plague Doctor someone. Maybe one of you guys would be wanting to specifically be a Plague Doctor. I will try to be at least giving some of the names afterwards or after this, because we're going to be able to hire then after this one embark more heroes. And as I understand, Plague Doctor is supposed to be a female as well, so if I want to look a little bit at okay, give these names like this, so not sure. Maybe I'll give her also then a name next time around. But okay, nothing more to do, so let's embark into our next adventure.
Of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
In earnest. This is where you select quest and form an adventuring party of 4 heroes to embark on it. Click on quest to see their details and track heroes into here to be able to journey there. So, of course, at the moment we can only go into ruins, the very first scouting mission. Explore 90% of the rooms, test yourself in the mad realm of your fallen ancestor. Take note of how the creatures have taken over, but don't delve too far. Rewards. Decent rewards. That's not that amazing. I always hate the fact that it gives -1 to speed, but I guess it's relatively balanced. You should probably be good there, yeah. And then you can be decently, I guess. Hand of Light can only be used in those positions though, so it's not perfect, but I guess we'll let you be here. So, provisions then.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Bloody. I didn't actually look how much it encouraged you to take food or the torches, but let's take 8 food at least, and then maybe we can survive with 4 torches. It's a little bit risky, but I wouldn't want to be spending way too much gas. I kind of want to take 1 shovel because I'm afraid that there's something that will require a shovel. So I want to take 1, and I'll take 1 skeleton key. Maybe there's gonna be a strong box or something that I can open with it. We'll see. Maybe there will not be, maybe it's a waste of money, but let's go. Your first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious. Be careful. A little bit of both. Especially gotta be careful, cause it's easy to die here. Alright, let's see if we can scout anything. Nope, no scouting for us, but can't do anything but head forward. Yay, torch. An unburned torch. Finally, something to smile about. Not sure how much to smile about, but a little bit. Okay, 2 little skeletons. I get a puff, I can disorientate, plague grenade, even though I can't use it right now, and then noxious blast. Let's use this one. Puff target, plus 20% to damage and plus 3 to speed. And I think it's nice for Dismas here to be giving that. And the only question is, do I want to then do this? It would make them both relatively close to death. Or maybe I just want to do one of these and then might also be already able to kill one of them. Didn't die. And those guys definitely won't be bleeding. I think this will be nice. Even if it's low damage, but stun and some light for us. And then you have, of course, the stunning blow, but I think you can do the zealous accusation, which was for both of these guys pretty decent damage nonetheless in the end. 4 to 8 damage possibility, so it's pretty okay. Yep. And a lot of cash.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Unlock strongbox. A long forgotten strongbox sits in the cold stone floor. Its contents unknown. I don't think there's any sense to use a key in here because it's even saying that it's unlocked and it's not the family chest. Because indeed it was those big chests that really were family that I think would benefit from a key that I discovered a long time ago. Just reminded myself about it a little bit. But okay, then we can head forward. Would be nice to know at least in here which direction would be better for us. Well,
even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Indeed. At least we had the 1 shovel. I guess we have 1 more even actually. Might be then a little bit too much, but oh well. I hate stretch. And I don't like that they're taking our torch away. The light is fading, the current torch level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but the better the rewards. On a torch run, inventory boosts the light back up. Indeed. So yeah, plus stress, monster accuracy and damage plus, monster crits heroes surprised, loot player crits monster surprised. All on the plus sides. Okay, let's do this. We get a little bit of torch and stun, and we can try to do it against this fella here. This annoying person who tries to stress us so much. These very basic enemies, specifically these guys who cause stress, I definitely remember quite clearly because I remember them to be a pain. Pretty big pain. Got damn missing, but at least you got the buff, so that should be okay. Just get even more buffed. So much buffing. Yay, dodge. Yeah, zealous accusation I think is pretty good. Just start dealing damage. And to be honest, I think I'll do this because they all will be getting damage from this.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Sure, might have been able to kill this person completely already, but I think this will be pretty good. Sure. Let's do this. Maybe you will be able to kill her with the Blight if no one else does. 8 damage. That's kind of a lot of damage though. Judgment actually works pretty decently because you can get some of that self-heal.
As the
Nice.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Nice, nice. Was able to kill that
Another one
individual.
falls.
Yes, another one falls. Woohoo! Huh, we got another
This
key.
expedition at least promises success.
Might be that one of these keys then definitely gets wasted. Probably shouldn't have taken to this first quest any of these things, but oh well. Can't be helped no more. No information which direction would be better. I guess I'll choose this side. Can't have any idea which one might be or might not be better. Light is going down, but think that's pretty okay. Sure, let's use one torch. Helps a little bit. Not to go and be too dangerous positions. Should I just straight go for the grape shot blast? Maybe. It's some decent damage to everyone, and the little debuffs. Let's do this. Disorientating blast, so it shuffles a single target with a stun. And I think it's very cool to do against this guy. Maybe he will be closer and someone else can hit them better too. Ooh, nice. Right into the front. I very much like that. Sure. Dazzle them. Okay, gotta be starting to heal though. Zealous accusations. Should I do which one? I guess I can try to buff him. So maybe he can do a little bit more damage with this. I was just hoping that he would get the turn before this guy does, but didn't know at all if that would happen. That would the Bone Arbalist be able to get the turn first, but gladly we got it first. And then you miss, and just they dodge and you miss completely. Eesh, you're getting way too much damage though. Way more than I am comfortable with. So yes, I think you gotta do the healing craze right about now. Still doing just more damage. Sucks. Well, do a zealous accusation at least.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Well,
Back to the pit.
at least we got a nice crit. But, well, and
Trifling victory. But a
journal
victory
page.
nonetheless.
A snippet from the Journal of a Doomed Expedition. We'll see. I have no idea what this exactly does, other than I guess it might be part of the story of our ancestor. Maybe. I'm not exactly certain. I think you will try to use this. Holy Fountain, an ornate fountain of holy purport. I think I probably wouldn't need to use anything here, but I do have 2 holy waters, so I might as well check. Okay, that I guess gave more of a benefit, maybe. I don't know if it does give more, but at least it seemed to do something. So maybe it was. Maybe it was. Able to help us even more so. Let's head forth then. Ah, traps. Hey,
Cruel
traps.
machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Let's just get a nut dodge. Your stress levels are going pretty high. So that's quite unfortunate. I would so love if these guys could scout. I guess it's logical for me to go into these two rooms rather than into this direction because there's no way to know what's in there. If there would be a treasure, cool, but who knows? Maybe there would be, maybe there wouldn't be. No way to know. Ooh,
If
that's...
only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yes, otherworldly corruptions. That's a lot of stuff, though. Yeah, I don't think that we will have any use for that. 2 freaking skeleton keys, but what can she do? Well, at least you can definitely eat. There's so much food. Okay, 8. Let's see. Does it go even lower when we go into this room? No. But there's also no treasures here, so... sad times. I used way too much money for this first adventure, I'd say. Well, at least the second shovel came to be useful. Tree. Well, I kind of would love to be able to get some really lovely treasures from this, but we'll see if that would be extremely bad idea. But that's really, really bad when this guy had to be going all the way there. That's really uncool. Might be better that I use the torch. Certainly enough. But yeah, this arrangement is quite horrific. Very much so. You could move 2 back, but that basically doesn't help that much even yet, so I think it's more important that you start to do damage one way or another. Let's try to start. Don't enjoy that. No sirwee. Let's get... Should I? On the other hand, I'm thinking that she really needs healing too, so I guess she just has to try to heal herself in this situation. Yeah, you could easily buff, but that's all that you can try to do in this position. I guess I'll buff him nonetheless, and after that you gotta try to be moving away. Getting a move on. But yeah, you at least then got nothing else to do than to try to move a little bit, so... yeah, very unfortunate. Now the only question is, should I try to attack? We could maybe barely try to kill this guy. We could maybe kill this guy. Not gonna happen with this guy. And this... very unlikely to kill anything. So we could maybe try against the pawn courtier. Maybe, plausibly. But on the other hand, if we do just that... well, I think we gotta at least try to do something. Okay.
Cleansed from our lands.
At least one would die, so it's not too bad. I think I'll add torch a little bit for us. I think that will be nice. And there's a possibility of a stun after all. Shouldn't probably try against that guy, but on the other hand, stun resistances for both of them seem to be 25%, so not that bad. Maybe you should do just already the damage boost for this guy too. Even if he can't use it for the moment and time being. That's not good that attacking against him so much though. Definitely not good. Ooh, dodges though. Very grateful about that. He's so slowly trying to make it back. Okay, you can at least now get this guy here. So he can actually do something. I think I would rather go for the stun for the moment. Alright. We could do this, or we could try to start killing this guy, who we can maybe kill in a couple of turns. I think I like that. Nonetheless. Okay, not too bad. I think I would prefer to heal. Crit heal. Nice. I would prefer that none of these guys would die, even if they are not yet named characters. Yes, at least this arbalist is dead. So, happy about that. Let's try to do a zealous accusation. Pretty nice amounts of damages, certainly. Maybe, but yeah, the Blight probably won't do 5 damage per round though, supposed to be, so that should be actually killing him. But you will, just for security, at least heal a little bit, so he will be a slightly safer.
Death. Unforeseen.
Yes, extremely.
Unforgiving.
Very unforgiving. Thank you. That's kind of nice that you pushed us back, to be honest. Slash him to pieces. Not surprising that would be resisting those though. Okay, kill.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ah, lovely. We survived from this battle at least. What's this?
Success so clearly in view.
Only a flagellant
Or
can...
is it merely a trick of the light?
That's a good question. But only a flagellant can use this, so no one here. But plus 4 speed if HP below 40%. That's not bad, certainly. But, yeah. But definitely continue adventuring. We'll definitely at least open this one. No way will we leave without opening it, especially when we have 2 of these keys. Key unlocks a hidden compartment, which is nice. So we can get a little bit more stuff. Now the only question is, do we leave or do we try to backtrack all the way into here? It's probably not worth it to try to backtrack, because it's a lot of distance. A lot of bad stuff can happen in there. If it was the next room, sure. But yeah, I think that's a little bit too far, even though it's a kind of a shame. Although we do have a lot of food and we have a couple of torches that we can even use, so in that sense maybe we should just at least first see about using some of this food to heal a little bit. And then we still have enough food in storage for if they get hungry and all of that. Sure, okay, let's see if it would happen to be possible, because when we have so much stuff that we haven't been able to use, that will go to waste otherwise. I think at least it goes to waste like it used to. That if you don't use them in this one, then they will be wasted. Which is kind of very unfortunate, but so it is. Well, there goes most of that food, so hopefully they don't get hungry again in this short amount of time, but they shouldn't, I don't think. But yeah, we are already back in this room, I guess, so let's just use that last torch. Even though it might also take away some of the treasures we might find, but we'll see. A trap. That's
Watch your step.
Unfortunate. I think you will use the last couple of food. And we have 19 light. This would be a good room for us. We did somehow even surprise them, which I'm not exactly sure how we did that, but somehow. So that's not bad. I don't like this person and I don't like this person. Both of the cultists especially I do not like. So I'm very tempted to do this, but on the other hand I would also like to just get immediately something destroyed, even if I like to kill this person especially. But I think I'll concentrate nonetheless and see if I can make this person bleed. Nice, would be bleeding. So 2 damage per round. And bleed resistance -1 speed as well, which is not bad at all. I guess I could try to do this for this individual so that they wouldn't be able to do anything, maybe, hopefully. Just resisted everything. Well, can't be helped then. 4 to 8 damage. Well, this guy should then die to the bleeding if I just hit. Yep, that died already. Cool. Very, very cool. That's quite helpful, I'd say. Uh, yeah, I guess this is okay. We could do the dazzling light actually, just for the reason that maybe we can stun this individual. Even if it does give a little bit extra light, but I think it's fine. Besides, she immediately takes some of our light away. Well, you did become irrational immediately here, so that's not good, but...
Gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
But on the other hand, she would have needed to go take care of her stress anyways afterwards. So in that sense, doesn't matter in the end that much in this close to the end. When heroes can't take the stress anymore, they can become afflicted. And indeed, this manifests in different behaviors and stat changes, and afflictions last until you send them to treatment in town unless you can reduce their stress to 0 during the quest. Yeah, not gonna happen in this quest. The quest is gonna be ending here. You will burn for that. Burn! Will someone burn? Not so sure about that. But yeah, somehow this person just so resistant. Okay, now at least I hit, and now actually it happened. Woohoo! A fine crystal shatters, pottery cracks. Of course, it's annoying that she does get other people also stressed out, but otherwise, it's not the end of the world. That's the annoying thing. She does annoy and get other people stressed out as well. So yeah, would in that sense, it would be better if we didn't have this sort of a situation going on. Okay, cool. At least that finished that. Huh, even the Peaks of St. Martha's can carry that tune. Uh-huh. Sure they can.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yes, I know. It was kind of risky of me to come to this last room again. But okay, actually there would be some use for me to have bought that goddamn key. Shovel, I don't do anything with. I don't know if I do something with most of this stuff, to be honest. I'm picking them up, but yeah, we'll see. I don't actually remember if this will be sold in this sort of case. I don't think so. They just will be wasted, which is unfortunate, but can't be helped. But hey, at least we survived from the first adventure into these ruins of ours. And lots of stuff at least. Some pasts, lots of crests, some deeds. Reynolds still didn't gain anything, Dismond didn't gain anything, Hughes and Courtney, or Corey, both gained something for themselves. What the trot? Okay. Plus 20%, plus 20 accuracy on first round, plus 25% damage on first round, plus 5% crit on first round. Okay, I guess in the first round I should actually attack with you. But it's a shame that, that would be so much better for someone like Dismas or something, who actually is a damage dealing character, but oh well, can't be helped. And a Clotter. 15% pleat resist. Okay, that's cool enough to have a extra pleat resist. Upon returning to the hamlet, be sure to check the activity
Trouble
log.
yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
Over time, some negative quirks will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative quirks cost much more to remove in the sanitarium. I don't remember that there was this sort of a mechanism back in the day, but I'm not sure. There might have been. Maybe, maybe not. Not certain. But hey, at least that's been done, and Appy and Tavern are available for us to now also do something in. Do something with. Lots of interesting people coming and being available for us now here. I'm ready to go. Seeker, Man-at-Arms, Seeker, Shieldbreaker, and Seeker, Abomination. The only unfortunate thing is, I think, this character who likes to be pretty much close up front. She's up front, I guess. She doesn't. Is it he or she? I think he, nonetheless. Even though I was thinking, I guess that could maybe be a she too. Not exactly certain, to be honest. But could be somewhere else than just the first round. Yeah, this works from all three. This works only from the front though. But on the other hand, this is forward movement. So then you could go forward with that and back with this. So it works okay. This also takes you back, and this is arranged. Okay, but probably those positions, and then sometimes you move forward and so on and forth. That's basically the idea there, I'd say. And but you are very well, 1 to 2 positions mostly. Well, that you can do from anywhere. But of course these I don't remember who all. I know that he and I don't think he was back in the day here either with us. But yeah, it's difficult to remember exactly everyone. I know for sure who were there, as in a Gravedigger and the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter, I really like that class. And that more of an Amazon-like class, but I don't remember what her class was exactly called. And then a Ruminator, Ruins Tactician, who seems to also be very interesting type of character because all skills seem to be available. So indeed a little bit different type of character than we've seen before. I will hire them all.
The of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
I shouldn't have hired them that fast, actually. I could have actually heard properly him mention about them too, but I just kind of forgot that I should be rather doing that. But oh well, can't be helped. But yeah, now then we have these characters. But I guess I will be naming from the first ones that came now, that at least I know that someone said one of their favorite characters was Abomination, so let's see. Yes. So Caesar can be our Seeker Abomination. I think that will be working. They have then -10 to stress heal received and is a Ruins Tactician. Apparently. I don't think anyone specifically would have wanted to be a Man-at-Arms or a Shield Breaker, but let's see. Who will we be naming these guys as? I guess you can be Milan, I'd say. I think that works. Maybe I should be doing the as it is really written as in a big I and then like that. Maybe that didn't even count yet. Alright, that's at least correctly written then. And maybe the Shield Breaker can be then Vissenekko. And then afterwards we'll see about future characters who is going to be who. And of course, at least Curry here, our apprentice plague doctor, is definitely still available, and so is she. But yeah, when they are both females, I'm not certain should I be naming them or who should I be naming them as. So we'll see. I have to be thinking about it, but at least our 3 new characters are all named and can be joining our team. Let's see about the upgrade still before I will be ending this first episode properly. A little bit longer one, but after all there was a lot of things happening.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
But yes, getting rid of stress in either park, gambling hall, or a brothel. And then
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
cloister for meditation, praying to the higher power and transept, and then penance hall for flagellation. I think you wanted just this goddamn thing, and this goddamn guy has to be taking that. Take my blood as you have taken my mind. Ah, ha, ha. Yes, you goddamn caretaker. Taking the position. Well, you ain't gonna be able to go and get rid of your stress at all thus far then. Can't do much about it. To be honest, no one else even has that big of a problems with stress. So maybe I should be saving a little bit and not using that yet. But I think I'll at least increase this because we do want to be able to get some more heroes when possible. But I guess that's it for today, and then, well, for this episode. And then next time we'll see who will we exactly be sending out. I think some of them will be leaving as well. Probably not Reynold because, well, seems that we have a lot of front guys that would be new and joining us. And then Dismas probably is a good choice to go. Maybe Curry, but we'll see. But okay, thank you for watching some of Darkest Dungeon. I hope you enjoyed the start, and there's plenty more to go. It writes, it flips, but yet it says nothing. Indeed. Thank you for watching. See you for more next time. Bye.